All right, take 956. Hi there, and welcome to Word of the Day with the Lord's New Church. I'm Kent Rogers, and I get the sense in talking to people and reading things online that this is beginning to get real, that people are feeling an increase in worry and anxiety as statistics come out and people we know and love are beginning to be affected. So I want to talk about overcoming, making this bad thing serve good. That is what I mean by overcoming, that we turn what is bad and cause it to serve good, our spiritual good, the good of each of us as individuals and as a society. I like to imagine this making what is bad to serve good as a bicycle with clips on the pedals so that when things are going down, it's propelling our spirit forward. And when things are going up, that also is propelling our spirit forward. Tom spoke about hope. And what better to hope in than that this negative experience can serve good by God's mercy? And that mercy comes through our actions. So the first action in a series I'll be giving on overcoming is thanks and gratitude. These are actions that we can take to make this negative thing serve our spiritual well-being and to serve good in ourselves and in society. The Old Testament is full of thanks. There are beautiful psalms and poetry regarding thanks and urging people to praise and thank God. The New Testament contains some thanks and praise, but the Third Testament, given how huge it is, talks very little about thanks and gratitude. I've wondered about this, and I've come to the thought that the reason there's little urging us to be grateful and little spoken of about gratitude is that gratitude and praise and thanks becomes an empty clanging if it's missing its heart. And the heart of true gratitude is humility. Humility is what causes praise and thanks to well up inside of us. Praise and thanks and gratitude need an object, and the Lord is that object. And to really know the Lord, we have to know the true nature of the self. To be able to feel the incredible gratitude and love that we can have for the Lord, we have to know the true nature of the self. And that is something that the Third Testament speaks of often. Here's from Divine Love and Wisdom 335, subsection 2, the Dole translation. People believe that because the Lord is to be revered, worshipped, and praised, the Lord loves reverence, worship, and praise for his own sake. In fact, he loves them for our sake, because they bring us into a state where something divine can flow in and be felt. This is because by these activities, we are removing that focus on self that prevents the inflow and acceptance. The focus on self, that is self-love, hardens and closes our heart. It is removed by our realization that in our own right, we are nothing but evil, and that nothing but what is good comes from the Lord. This yields the softening of heart and humility from which reverence and worship flow. It follows from this that the purpose of the useful functions the Lord provides for himself through us is that he may bless us out of his love. And since this is what he loves to do, our receiving it is the joy of his love. So when we realize the true nature of self, which is that it is empty of good, then we realize the magnitude of God's mercy and his love, and that causes an automatic gratitude, an automatic praise of heart and even of the mouth. And within that is joy, true joy. And that is why we are given to have praise and thanks, is because the Lord wants us to feel joy. And it is true. When we are able to feel grateful, we feel joy. We have an infinite amount to be grateful for. Once we start to think about it, our every breath is a gift, our every heartbeat. We have running water. We have electricity. We have modern technology to stay in touch even when we are forced to isolate within our homes. These are incredible gifts, and not everybody has these things. We have food. We are very blessed and lucky. And if we step outside, there is an infinite amount of absolutely amazing miracles to be grateful for. We could just look at a single flower for minutes and be filled with awe and with gratitude and the consequent joy. I'm going to end with reading you a part of Psalm 136, which is all about gratitude. And every single verse says, "For his mercy endures forever." And note that that statement is a statement of humility. It is acknowledging that it is the Lord's mercy being forever that sustains everything. So we have that humility from which the words of gratitude in this psalm flow. So here it is. Well, before I read it, I want to talk about a few methods that we can employ to amplify gratitude. So one is to still self-love, and to quiet it down. And we do this by turning to the Lord in prayer, in the Word, and meditating. In fact, I spoke a few times ago of a certain meditation where with every breath we express mentally thanks to the Lord. And that is one method that we can employ to make this bad thing serve good, to overcome this bad thing. So we can do that type of meditating. We can also write poetry or songs of praise. And we can also sit still and observe things with a heart of gratitude and praise. And we can make lists. We can write down 10 things that we're grateful for. I urge all of us to practice one or several of these things so that we will overcome. We will feel the joy. And these things aren't just for our own sake. They will evolve society. So now the Psalm, Psalm 136. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks to the God of gods, for his mercy endures forever. Oh, give thanks to the Lord of lords, for his mercy endures forever. To him who alone does great wonders, for his mercy endures forever. To him who by wisdom made the heavens, for his mercy endures forever. To him who laid out the earth above the waters, for his mercy endures forever. To him who made great lights, for his mercy endures forever. The sun to rule by day, for his mercy endures forever. The moon and stars to rule by night, for his mercy endures forever. Have a very blessed day.